Hey, let's go see what Isaiah's doing over here on this truck. Yeah, Isaiah, what are you doing, buddy?
I'm putting a 2.2 in, what is the 2002?
Yeah, 98 to 2002.
Yeah.
Don't know if y'all know, but this is a 2.2 engine, and these things are notorious for head gasket leaks. So it come in, it was losing coolant, hard start in the morning. When they would start it, it'd run rough, and then have a bunch of carbon. They was complaining of like a gas smell. What it was coolant smell from burning inside the intake. And this is pretty bad. This one is pretty bad. So these in the Cavaliers were not notorious for leaking under the edge of the head gaskets. On the front of the motor and the side of the motor and the back of the motor. Now, a Cavalier is a front wheel drive, so you'll be able to see it. When you open the hood, you'll be able to look right down there on the front of the head and you'll see it. And I'm gonna show you what it looks like if I can get in here on this one. But it's like the orange coolant, and what they did, they put Dexacool, and Dexacool is corrosive. And so that was one of GM's hindsights. They was like, well, you know, we'll run the Dexacool, but it's like a purple power. It looks like the caustic looking acidy, like purple power. And what it done is it corroded the head gasket bolts, the head gasket itself, and it leaked. And so you get the orange coolant stack on top of the back of the head, or on the front corner of the head, and it would just be leaking out. And then over time, it would get bad enough where it would get in the cylinder. And sometimes it leaks internally, and you really don't see a leak. But 9 times out of 10, you usually see the leak on the outside of the head. And I'm gonna show you where it looks like. This was a little harder to see because it's on a S10. But if you can look right in the back, you can see that pink coloration right there on the side of the head where it's stacked up. That, my friend, is Dexacool. That is corrosive. And so that is leaking around the back of the bolt, all the back of the head, and we can show more pictures once we get the motor out. But you can see how bad it is up under the bracket. It is actually ran down. You can see it running down the bell housing at the back of the block. It's running down on the transmission too. So it's been leaking for some time, but we was able to figure this out pretty easy. But unfortunately, when they get this bad, you kind of need an engine because it's leaking internally. Now, you can replace the head gaskets. When I was at the dealership and I took those heads off, usually I had to replace the bolts because it corroded the bolts. A lot of people can just, they'll just polish the bolt back and put it back in, but I think I don't want to pull on it, torque it. But these customers, this truck's in really good shape for this. I think it's a 2001 or 2, but it's only got like 86,000 original miles. They bought it brand new and they wanted it back original. And so they brought it to us, and they opted to put a motor in it. So we're gonna put a new crate motor in it and set it all back up for them. And that is what Isaiah's doing today. And he'll get them back running here the next day or so, and they'll be on their way to happy driving. Hey, so what I want to show you is, now that Isaiah's got this front bracket off with the belt tensioner, I want to show you right here. You can see really clearly how that is and how it's been corrosively on top of the water pump. I mean, you can actually see how that is. And it's pink. And that's all Dexacool from the weep hole on the water pump. So basically, 80,000 mile vehicle. It's got the Dexacool has come through the head gasket. It's come around the bolt, right the back of the bolt, and it's been all over the head gasket here on the head. It's on the back of the corner of the head back there. It's all down the back of the motor, and it's all on top of the water pump where the water pump's been leaking. So I know the history on this truck. I know the people bought it. They bought it brand new, and they've had it in the garage there. They've had this truck forever. So, but I wanted to show you that on this, the 2.2s in these year models, the Cavaliers, and these right here. This is what they do. And when they get this bad, then you just got to put a motor in them. Head gasket, you could do a head gasket on it, and I mean, you could do a budget, but on that, but with the mileage they wanted on this, the mileage and stuff, they didn't want to go for that. So. Again, we put a motor in it, and there's the problems, and that's what it looks like. If you see that on the side of the corner of the head or something, and you have one of these motors just let us know. We'll help you out. We'll fix it up. We can do either one, head gaskets, or we can put a motor in it. This is Garrett A3 Customs.